One. 1, 2. Check me out right here, yo.
Mike the Truth Jackson here with another edition of Fighters Talk. I'm joined by Chris Soliz of 4 Ounce Fight Club. Wow, you finally getting in there on the big show. Man, how first of all, your first fight is for legacy. That it doesn't, I mean, outside of going to like the UFC, man, it gets no bigger than legacy. How you feeling about that?
I feel excited. You know, like I've been waiting a while to finally make my debut, and now that I get to do it, and especially on Legacy, it makes it even more exciting for me. So, I've just been putting in a lot of work here at the gym, and I'm ready to go.
Now, this is your first. You've been training for a while. How long have you been training?
About 4.5 years.
You've been training 4.5 years, but you're finally able to make your MMA debut because you're of age now, 17 years old. Training here at 4 Ounce. How do you feel you've progressed as a person and as a fighter?
I think it's made me a lot better just because the guys I'm able to train with on a daily basis. You know, we got some of the top fighters in Houston here at the gym, and I've been able to grow up with these guys and work with them on a daily basis. So I think it's helped me out a lot, and I think it's made me a lot better.
Now, this will be your first MMA competition, but you've competed in kickboxing. You've done some local hard sparring, we like to call them. How do you feel performing in front of a few hundred people? How do you feel it's going to affect you now that you're going to be performing in front of a few thousand people?
Well, performing in front of a few hundred people, it never really got to me. I like to just stay focused, you know, on the fight, and you know, it'll probably be a little bit more, make me a little bit more nervous now because, you know, like you said, a few thousand people, especially a lot of my friends and family are going to be there. But, you know, I'm happy to have all their support, but, you know, I'm going to try to just stay focused on the fight.
Yeah, I talked to your teammate Jonathan earlier, and he said 100 tickets. How many tickets have you sold?
I think we're pushing like 140, 150.
Man, so that's a lot of faces, you know, that know you. Now, it's not just random people.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys know you. What type of pressure does that put on, you know, for you and also being so young and being your first fight?
Yeah, I don't really feel any pressure. I'm more excited, really, because, you know, I get to have all these people out here to come watch me fight, especially my debut, the biggest fight, and I'm just happy to have everybody there. So I don't feel any pressure.
Now, just like, you know, your other teammate Jonathan, you had some switches of opponents. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, who were you originally set to face?
I was fighting Blair Chambers and 0-1 guy. I didn't know much
Well, do you know what was the reason for the switch up?
They said he had a knee injury. So
that's all you.
Yeah,
Man, what you hurting yourself for, dude? You preparing for one guy, and they switched your. How long have you known that the opponent was that the opponent has switched?
It's been like 3 weeks.
Oh, so you had a little bit of time to prepare. Now, for you, have you switched anything up with your training, or are you just kind of still doing your same routine?
Nah, from the beginning, I've just been training everything. You know, I haven't really been working a lot on one thing. I just like to work everything and just be ready. Wherever the fight goes, I'll be ready to go. Wherever.
Now, what do you know about your new opponent?
I don't really know anything about him because this is also his debut. The other guy had one fight, so I got to see a little bit, but this guy's his debut, so like I said, I just got to keep training everywhere, and I'm ready to go wherever the fight goes.
There you go. Now, again, for a lot of people, they once the fight's over, they get to go back home or go back to work. For you, you're going back to school Monday morning. So for you, what does that do for you, knowing that, you know, not a lot of people are able to say that they've competed in MMA, they've able to make that leap into the cage. For you, going back into high school, well, not going back, so you just fucking going back to school on Monday morning. How does that make you feel that you're going back into high school or you're going back to school and you're doing something that a lot of people, kids, adults, whoever, they can't say that they've done this? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. Like I said, like the age thing, I don't really think it matters because, like I said, I train with grown men here every day, and so I feel like I'm at the same level as everybody else in my division. So I'm excited.
So you're going back to school on Monday morning. Gonna have some shorties trying to holler at you. You know, you guys like, hey, come here, Chris. I saw you fighting on Friday night for Legacy.
That's the regular.
Oh, shit. My bad. That's the regular for Mr. Soliz here. Well, anyways, definitely looking forward to seeing you come Friday night. Legacy 39. You want to give a shout out to you before we get out here?
Just to all my coaches and teammates, and just thank you to everybody who's helped me out. And I'm ready to go Friday night.
There you go. If you haven't got your tickets yet, by the time, I don't even know when it's going up. It may go up tonight. It may go up fight night. Who knows? Make sure you check it out.
7 o'clock, don't miss it.
What he said, 7 o'clock, don't miss it. Arena Theater.